This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Hello everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found. Stopped at the 23. The Trojans offense will have the ball first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important to get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. The offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got his man. Nice gain on that. But a little bit short of the first down.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And to get rid of it quickly. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to pass, it's Fox. Quickly complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver.
He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Right on target this time. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw. It's Fox. It's complete. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacy. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He wants to throw it again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead's extended a little further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. To throw, it's Fox. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10.
We knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Let's go! Let's go! Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, USC! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. They're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking downfield, it's Fox. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Trojans are on the move. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Fakes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Fox. Got his man on the right. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. They just keep firing. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. This time it's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Fox. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. Makes a grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coaching.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Under fire. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it down the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Making side adjustments here. They'll toss it to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Lacey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Fox. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
2nd down coming up. The inside handoff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nevada stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Reno. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Fox. Quickly complete. Looking for room at the 25. Oh, what a move to get open. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. Touchdown Trojans. And the beatdown has ensued.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Trying to move them on the counter. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Nestled just inside that right upright.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacey. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
Back to throw, it's Fox. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen,
wide open space. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department now.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Iowa has the ball back on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play.
Grabs it inside the 15. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. And the Hawkeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Snap in the shotgun. Pucks it out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The corners are walked up tight. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Iowa! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll move the tight end. They want that clock to run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
On the run, it's Wormley. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Fox. That's caught, it's Wormley. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll finish makes a run in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game is pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 31 over New Mexico. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
25 on the play. Good enough for first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Got the back over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. Takes it from the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time,
fires toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
and you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. But you gave him a little bit of hope.
Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
QB spikes it. No gain.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. On the move, he fires. He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Hawkeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Third down coming.
A third and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Iowa! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the two-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. The Hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and just